Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today, with the release of the Part 2 LR Carnival banners, we finally have the TEQ Carnival Goku returning for the first time on Global since the worldwide celebration. So not only is he available to be summoned from the Goku banner, but obviously you're now available to get him from the coin shop with the teal coloured Carnival coins. I managed to pull the last couple of copies I needed to rainbow my one. I had him at 79% after the worldwide celebration, so I thought I would take this opportunity to just show him off here a little bit at the full, Rainbow Star 100% level 10 links on one of his 200% teams. We're using the Goku family support memory. We've got him here with the AGL Gohan. They are 7 out of 7 link partners. So I thought it would just be good to have a look at him here. If you're on the fence about maybe picking him up with the Carnival coins, then obviously you can kind of have a bit of an example here of what he can do at the maximum level. So in terms of leader skill, he has the powerful comeback 200%, which is not really the best team. It is a 200% lead, so obviously if you're struggling to beat some of the events and you can make a team out of his lead, then obviously it can be useful. But his most worthwhile uses are going to be on other teams, right? So we are running him currently on the Carnival, so the God Goku 200% team, because he is on Exploding Rage. So obviously God Goku has Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, and then Exploding Rage or Power of Wishes. So he is on the God Goku team. I'm just bringing up the list here. He's on a few 200% teams. He's on Gamma 2's 200% team, because obviously he is a movie hero. He's on Kid Goku's 200% team, the Path to Power one. He is on the Gods, the LR from the 7th anniversary. The AGL LR Super Saiyans from the Metal Cooler movie. Bardock, Yamcha, the God Goku obviously, Gamma 1. He's actually on the AGL Goku's leader skill, of course, the new Carnival one, because Turtle School incorporates most Gokus. And then on JP, he's on the full power LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So even just on Global alone, he's on 10 200% leader skill teams at the moment, if you include his own one. So definitely versatile, usable on a lot of teams. Now, the main thing about this guy is the fact that he is a slot 1 tank, right? He gets guard when you're at 60% or above HP. Then if you fall below, he has the ability to get the revival. And then once he's revived, he has permanent guard. And then also has a high chance to crit. So I built mine with full additional, because he infinitely stacks defense on his 18 key super, and then his 12 key super is just greatly raise attack for 1 turn. So getting that additional 12 key, he actually does do pretty reasonable damage. He's also one of these units where he has to get hit first in the turn to get a big attack buff. He also does get a bit of a defensive buff as well. So obviously getting hit first in the turn is good for him if he has to then take like a super, for example. The only downside, of course, as comes with those kind of units that need to get hit to get a little bit of a bump in their defense, is that if the first hit of the turn that he's taking is a super, then obviously in those cases he is going to take a lot more damage. So I think, I guess as he starts to age out a little bit more, dodge may become an option for him, but he's not really a unit that I ever wanted to give full dodge for that very reason, right? Like if he dodges the first attack of the turn that is a normal and then gets hit by a super, you are going to take considerably more damage than if he'd just taken that normal attack and then got the defense buff, especially when you still have your guard active, right? So although this is going to be an interesting one here. So he infinitely stacks on his 18k. So 1 super, we have 341k with the extra defensive support from STR Carnival Goku. So that is pretty good. Like I say, as long as the first attack of the turn that we're taking isn't a super, then he should be looking good here. Let's go ahead and I'll grab these for you. And we don't need to get tons of key for you. I'm going to keep all these AGL orbs at the side here. Now we have a nice surplus of orbs ready for God Goku on the next turn. So you can see we get hit once, we get our buff. He does also build up attack. It is 10% attack and 1 key, with each attack received up to 5 key and 59% attack. So obviously you want him to get hit a little bit nice and early on so that he can get those attack buffs. And then he can actually hit pretty hard. So we'll see how he takes the super here. We obviously have the guard. We got our defense for the turn. 19k type disadvantage. I like using this Gamma 1 and 2 event to run teams on sometimes, because I feel like people overlook this event. The final stage against Gamma 1 and 2, they can hit pretty hard. And even in these early stages, like if you have units catching like type disadvantage super attacks, they can very easily get killed by the Gammas in this event. So I do quite like this event for showing off teams. You definitely can get a lot of the potential out of some of your units in this event. So I think this turn is probably going to be a wash here for Gamma 2. We got the full physical rotation. We got the support from Bardock, who, because he has type advantage, we don't need to worry about the first hit of the turn that he would potentially take. Because obviously, as I'm sure you're aware, physical Super Saiyan Bardock after his EZA, you need to get hit once for him to then get guard. Then he needs to get hit with his guard active to then get a defensive buff. Once you've done that, he can tank reasonably well. So against int enemies, when they hit him for the first time, his guard activates, and so then he gets the defense buff because he's already guarding. So against an int enemy, as long as the first attack isn't a super, he has his full defensive buff after one hit, and then obviously he's going to be able to tank super attacks reasonably well here. I'll be interested to see what he's like in the Omega stage, actually. I can't imagine he's a unit that a lot of people would think to showcase in that stage, so once Global gets the Omega stage, I'll definitely have to try that out. I mean, I guess I could potentially do it on JP on the private server. You guys let me know if that is something that you would be interested in seeing. So I want to make sure I can get the orbs for Kid Goku, which might be easier said than done, because unfortunately, when you create a lot of rainbow orbs, you do have to be careful. Though if we do this, actually, I think we are perfectly set here. I'm going for Gamma 1, because obviously this run has been going pretty well so far, but my Kid Goku is only 55%. So if he gets super attacked by Gamma 1 at the end of the turn, we probably are going to die. Right, so Goku has 352k defense and guard. He, remember, gets a buff when he gets hit once. It is, how much defense is it exactly that he gets? Why does it not say on here? Defense 59%, so it's a pretty significant jump when you consider we got no defensive support on this rotation. So he's going to be getting what, up to like 500, over 500k after he takes the first hit of the turn. So as long as the first attack isn't a super, then we are on pretty good footing here. Okay, good. So we take double digit damage, we get the defense buff. Now Gamma 2's going to super, and we have type advantage as well as the guard anyway, so this shouldn't do too much damage here. Let's see how much we take from this. 146. I mean, all things considered, that is pretty good. And then look at that. He's rocking a 10 million attack stat on this turn with no attack support. So that is definitely very, very good. I still think this Goku is super good. Obviously, when the TEQ 23rd World Tournament Goku came out, this guy was a good option to run on his team as a unit that could get the revival to then trigger the 23rd World Tournament Goku's like part of his passive. The downside, of course, is that he has the old style revival thing, which I guess no other unit has had it, right? Because Omega came out with a revival on JP, and his doesn't work like 23rd World Tournament Goku. So if another unit on the team revives, it means this Goku cannot revive, and unfortunately after his revival, that's how he then gets permanent guard. So if another unit on the team revives, and then you start the turn under the 60% HP threshold, this Goku loses his guard, because obviously that's part of his mechanic to then allow his revival to trigger so he can die that turn. But you've already revived, so he can't revive anymore. So if another unit on the team revives, he just loses the ability to have permanent guard, basically forever, which is unfortunate to say the least, right? So let's see what we can do here. Let's go for you. I don't want to transform because I don't want God Goku to do too much damage. And then I think we will attack you with Bardock just on the off chance we can get the crit here. And then we'll do this. Getting the 24 key with the STR Carnival Goku gives us a guaranteed additional super attack. So we do have the chance to finish off Gamma 1 on this turn. As long as Gamma 2 doesn't immediately super Bardock, we should be good here as well. We do have the defensive support from the STR Carnival Goku. It's funny running the two of them on the same team, because obviously they both are a Super Saiyan Goku, and they both have the exact same link set, because they are both 7 out of 7 link partners with the AGL Gohan. So that rotation is really good, right? Having the TEQ Goku in slot 1, the AGL Gohan in slot 2, and then STR Carnival Goku in slot 3, giving them all defense, and they all have all their links active. Also, check out God Goku, just being the absolute GOAT, dodging every single attack. Obviously, he was the Dokkan Fest for Saiyan Day. If you didn't manage to get him, he won't be back on a banner on Global until that Halloween Dokkan Fest they randomly do in October. If you remember the one from last year, it had one discounted multi at like 40 stones, but it featured Majin Vegeta and then a couple of other Dokkan Fests. There's no new units. It's just got a couple of random Dokkan Fests on it, but it's the first return of the Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest exclusive for Global, which is interesting. So technically, God Goku will come back on that banner. I did get mine to 90% though. I got very, very lucky on his banner, so I am looking good. So we're going to get these hits in here, and then Goku's going to take out Gamma 1, and then we should be all good. We can get the 6 orbs here as well. This run has gone very, very well. Goku not taking a super as the first attack again, perfect. And then, yeah, just eating all these normal attacks all day long for double-digit damage, and then, yeah, rocking a 10 mil attack without having any support. So really, really good. Now you imagine you start putting him together on teams with some of these crazy support units like Bulma, or getting the GT duo in their revival, like their standby mode, so they're giving 80% attack support, and then this guy is not only tanking very, very well, but he's going to be dropping like, you know, 12, 13, 14 million attack stats, as well as having the potential to revive. Now, again, there are better revival units than him around now for some of his teams, but I mean, for some of the teams where he is the main guy for the revival, definitely very, very good, because he's either guarding or has the potential to revive that turn. So definitely a very good unit. If you're thinking about picking him up with Carnival coins, I think he is definitely worth it if you have enough saved up at this point. Because remember, for Global, these Part 2 LRs that have come out today are not going to be on the Carnival banners for the Worldwide celebration, because it's too soon since their release. So last year they were changed to feature the Golden Week Part 2 LR, and I can't remember who was on the other banner. Now that does mean for Global that Bulma probably will be featured on one of those banners instead of one of the Part 2 Carnivals, which is pretty cool if you still need Bulma or copies of her. So yeah, that's something to think about when it comes to your Carnival coins, because the Worldwide celebration is only like a month or so away. So obviously you do have the potential to pick up Bulma. If you're not going to do a lot of summons on this banner, obviously Carnival coins being the newer ones and Carnival banners being the rarer, they are the harder ones to get. But Bulma, remember, will be on every yellow coin banner once she does become available in the shop. Because I think if she appears on the Worldwide banner, she won't be in the shop yet, because I think it's her first time coming back as a featured unit. I know she's not in the shop at the moment, but I would honestly say you want to save your Carnival coins for Carnival exclusive LRs, because then after the anniversary, after the Worldwide, when there's a next yellow coin banner, which I think will be the Int Tree of Might Goku from the Turles, when we get the Turles celebration, she'll be available then with yellow coins, which I think is definitely more worthwhile. So I turned the skip off here. Let's go ahead and get the active skill. We don't get any extra buffs, so let's just do this. Will we finish off Gamma 2 with this? We get a guaranteed crit, so... And then, of course, it means we get a transformed Super Saiyan Goku, so he would link up super well with Carnival Goku, but... yeah, there's that KO. That's the one disappointing thing. Like, this screen looks cool, but I really wish that he had a KO screen for that active skill. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, there you go. That is TEQ Carnival Goku, full rainbow level 10 links. Just wanted to take a look back at him now, showing him off at his max potential now that he has returned for Global. So let me know your thoughts down below. Did you already have him? Did you pull him for the first time, or are you thinking about getting him with coins? Let me know your thoughts about the TEQ Carnival Goku down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.